So today I'm putting a liner in this chimney. There's two flues up there. One's for a pellet stove that's already lined. The other one, you can just barely see the square cap of it there, is that's an 8x8 flue. It's about, I don't know, 18, 19 feet from there to the ground. I'll go inside and show you the thimble down in there. I've already started working on it. I got it partly bust open, but I put a 6-inch stainless flexible liner in there. That 8x8 flue was just totally shot. Big chunks falling, scaling, and so for winter we're gonna put another liner in it. So the back of the burner, they got a Buderis oil burner for heat and hot water. Got a 5-inch outlet on the back of it, but putting a 6-inch liner in just because that's that way if they ever need to do something different they should have the capability. So there's the back of the burner. It's 5-inch. The old piece of pipe, pretty crappy. I got it taped together. You can see the rot on it. It's I'm surprised this thing was even running, because this thimble opening here is it was pretty much choked all down. There's some flue pieces, thimble pieces, more crap that that's all stuff I already busted out. I use this is my, I've had this thing, God, probably 20 years to, you know, impact drill and demolition gun. So that's the, I can only get in there so far with that. So I got a big ass chisel, and I'm poking away at it. There's some rock in there and everything, but you can see they kind of got a little heat deflector, a little close to the top. You know, it's probably a foot to the ceiling, but that's all. It's gonna be okay. It's been okay for however long. But you can see they got just rocks. I don't know if you can see this with the shadow. They got just rocks and stuff all stuffed around that flue. So I gotta bust that opening in the flue a little bigger. Get plenty of room up on the top there. I'm gonna go up as high as I can, so that when I put that liner in, it has room to flex and come around. Usually when I do them, you get a T-kit that comes with it, or it doesn't come with it, but it's available for the liner. That's basically, it comes down with a cap on the end with the opening. Just, it would be just like that flue is, and then a thimble piece connects to that with a pipe clamp. But the problem is that's only the stainless piece that comes, the thimble part of that T kit is only a foot long. It's more than a foot from there to the edge of this blockwork here inside this old foundation. So I'd have to either buy another piece and cut it down, if I can find a piece of 6-inch rigid pipe. A lot of times it's just easier just to bust that a little bit bigger and just run the whole shooting match, the whole flexible liner right through, bring it out here wherever it's past this wall, and then, you know, hook right onto that with some pieces. So pieces of stovepipe, galvanized pipe. I don't want to bury, you don't want to bury galvanized pipe in the wall. I want it to be stainless because it rots over time. I mean, it, with the moisture or whatever, it'll rot. And so, and this is all going to get mudded back in around when I put the pipe in. What I am going to do, put the stainless flexible liner in, and then put a piece of galvanized stovepipe over that, just to keep the mud and stuff away when I brick and fill that back in around it. And then if the, you know, if that galvanized piece rots out, then whatever, the stainless liner's there, and it's protected. So okay, we'll check in when I get this open back up. There's the nose cone of the liner. We got it down in there, and now it's just a matter of trying to get it to make this turn here. I got it duct taped on the nose cone. don't know if you can see that. There's a cone they make. You can see there with the rope attached to it. Try not to get the shadow in there, but tape that on good. You can use sheet metal screws and stuff too, but I find the tape works pretty good. As long as the liner itself has a coating of oil on it. You can take some carb cleaner or whatever and spray it down, wipe it off the end where you're going to tape, and make sure your cone's clean too. And that's in there. There's no I don't know if there's a good place to put this camera, but maybe you can see something. This is usually a two-man job, but I'm both people today here, so that's it. I gotta go back up on the roof and push from the top. That's where the two-man job comes in usually. One person pushing from the top, one person pulling on the bottom here. So I'll go back up there. There's the top. Coming out of the flue. I had to carve all that down because I had to grind out the inside of that flue. It was a little tight, and they have some brick under. That's just a piece of like extension flue. You can't see down in there now, and I didn't tape it earlier, so. But that's just a short piece. Then there's some brick under. I had to carve a lot of shit out there to. Still, it's close. It's still only birds on the side here or something. So that's the process right there. I'll go back down, pull on it, and come back up here and push. And we'll get it slowly. I poured this cap on here, I don't know, probably 5 years ago. Because they're getting a lot of water damage inside the house. There was just a mortar wash. It was just a mortar wash that was up here. And so I formed this cap up and poured that. Put a drip edge in it there, you can see. And the brickers, you know, they have some cracks in them and stuff. That's from the water getting in there before. But it's held up pretty good since then, so. So here's the flashing piece that goes over the flue. I'm not going to trim it down. Sometimes I trim it down. It's got, I don't know, about 2-inch overhang around the flue, but that's fine. It's tapered. Got a nice taper to it. And tighten that up. Cut this off from here. Over here is the I don't know if you can see with the sun and everything. Can't see. That's the rain cap that goes on top. So that'll go over this here. So trim this off, tighten that, slip that over, tighten that one. I got no power up here all of a sudden. I'm gonna go find out what that's about. Alright, so I figured that problem out. Just, it's old camp, old house. And it doesn't have the third grounding prong. So you gotta use one of those adapters that goes from 3 to 2 to the 2 blades. And they're loose as all heck in the wall and come out a little bit, so back in business. There's the cap. That thing fits nice. They do a nice job. This is Z-Flex. I think it's Novaflex. Parent company. You get them. I get these at FW Web here. That's the top part. Nice job they do on it. So, alright, I'm gonna get this stuff off here and get down. There it is. I ended up putting, well, you can see here to get the light on here for you. That's all mudded in, the mud collar there. There's just barely a little bit of mud touching the liner itself right here. Just because there's a little gap between the mud collar and the liner. You know, probably a 1/8 inch or something, so I just brought the mud over. No big deal there. So that's all screwed together. I had to get an increaser from 5 inch to 6. The difference between an increaser and a reducer is if you're going from 6 to 5, a reducer has the male end on the smaller because you're reducing. So you need the increaser from 5. So the 5 side is female, 6 side is male, and like that. So it's all screwed off, hung. It replaced all the pipe all the way back to the burner. I just reused the draft control valve here. That's in pretty good shape. So I'm gonna let it run for a couple minutes here, and usually, you know, like I said, they have that oil coating on them. And I tried to get as many stickers off the pipe as I can, but they're gonna smoke for a minute, and so I'm gonna kind of clean up here and wait for it to come up to temp. The other thing that I don't know who the hell put this burner in, but these wires like touching the exhaust there. So I'm gonna get some wire ties here and cable them back off to the up here so that they're out of the way. And but there you have it. That's chimney liner right there. So see you, bye.